else St. Augustine doesn't like? The sculpture project in the Roundabout. St. Augustine City Commission has voted to cancel plans for the large-scale sculpture once slated for the San Marco Avenue and May Street Roundabout, despite spending nearly $87,500 on it already. The piece, titled Groundswell, was designed by Charlotte-based artist Ivan Toth de Pena. There's a groundswell of people who were not for this.
Not happy.
That's one of the reasons it's not happening. It was selected through a city-led art initiative that offered a $250,000 commission. But Monday, city leaders admitted that they had cold feet, citing growing public backlash and safety concerns. Think they listen to the show still at all?
Mm-hmm.
There's the picture of it.
So goofy. On social media, critics called the sculpture a waste of taxpayer money, feared it would become a shelter for unhoused individuals, and said that it might be a distraction to drivers at the already busy intersection. Commissioner Cynthia Garris led the charge to scrap the project. This is why she's great.
Awesome.
Arguing that the funds would be better spent on practical community improvements.
Streetlights.
Genius.
Thank you, Cynthia. Just at least somebody's thinking over there.
This is all brought up in the first meeting before it even gets to anything, right?
Right,
Or it should have been. Yeah.
Should have been. She says, everyday living and providing a better community for our residents is more important to me than an art display going on May Street. She's exactly right. She was joined by Commissioners Jim Springfield and Nancy Sykes-Klein. They're just, she just agrees with whatever the other two usually say. No, you got to give her a little bit of credit here, I guess, for this.
Yeah, no, I'm glad she actually, because she was on the other side of this.
Yeah, she was.
She kind of listened to the people and came back. So I mean, that's
yeah. I can't fault her for that.
I like seeing that.
Great job, Nancy.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job.
She offered an apology, saying, "I do regret and I do apologize for this misstep that we have made with the best of intentions." But not everyone agreed. Vice Mayor Barbara Blonder. Oh, God.
Her neighborhood.
She's
Blunder.
She's a goofball, man. And Commissioner John DePreter pushed to keep the project alive, defending the role of public art in community identity.
I don't have a problem with public art, but you went outside of our community.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You were giving money outside of our community, and we have amazing, amazing artists here in St. Augustine. And the fact that you even looked outside the community.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Shame on you.
Disrespectful, honestly.
Shame on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry, some little piece of art that stirs up a little bit of emotion is not good for quality of life. What does that do to add to the quality of life of St. Augustine? That's what people need to be worried about in St. Augustine. Not how some stupid piece of concrete and grass makes people feel in the middle of a stupid
this location
median.
doesn't. I mean,
It's right.
It's encouraging people to cross the peanut there and get in the center and take pictures. And I think it would have been a dangerous situation. I think there's multiple reasons, not just because the artists they chose outside in the location where they put it. I think it would have been an attractive draw for kids to play in there, which would have been super dangerous. So.
Yeah. Blonder called the criticism embarrassing and disrespectful, while Blonder herself is embarrassing and disrespectful.
That was a quote to self.
So was she looking in the mirror when she was saying this? Embarrassing and disrespectful. Saying that art often challenges people and that discomfort is a part of its power. God, I'm so sick of these stupid things that people say with these dumb emotions that mean nothing.
Yeah.
Shut up. That means nothing.
Yeah, you guys are probably awesome people. I have no idea what you bring to the table. I've heard your name a few times this morning, and I'm a nobody. I appreciate you as human beings, but what are we doing? What is this?
No, I mean, and I love art as much as the next person.
Same.
This is not the place for it, nor is using taxpayer money the place for it.
It doesn't
So
help us.
if it was so important, guess what? People would raise money and make it happen.
Yeah, do it ourselves.
So people would want it to happen, and nobody wanted this to happen. Commissioners floated ideas for the extra money, about $160,000 remaining.
Streetlights.
Including adding it to the city's preservation fund Or
Sounds
using
good.
it to improve lighting on the
Whoa.
Bridge of Lions.
No.
What? Can't we put lighting somewhere else that's going to work better? No final decision was made Monday night.
Yeah, I tell you what, 2 weeks ago, up until like the beginning of last week, the lights were out on 312 for like almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was
My
dangerous.
buddy Sully said
Yeah.
the same thing.
It was
He was like,
dangerous.
what do we got going on? The lights don't even
Yeah.
work in the city. I'm like, oh, that's a good point.
But I mean, you know, there's street lights on Charlotte and Avenida Menendez and all of these that need to be repaired. I mean, I counted like 9 or 10 the other night just walking around that are out. And one got hit in October that has never been replaced. That's on Hippolyta. So the pole is completely missing, and it's been since October.
Wow.
It shouldn't take that long.
No, that's,
I mean,
that's crazy.
We're looking at almost 6 months.
Right.
So
That's not
The
good.
things I want to say but won't.
Mhm.
Practicing restraint today.
Fill in
Some
the
of you may
blanks.
not believe it, but I am. Troy, how would you like to approach the comments?
Is that